Morning everyone, I'm back to it. Back to climbing them mountains in the Lake District. Right, so today I'm going to climb two fells. I'm heading on my way up to Whiteside first and then over to Raise, which is near Helvellyn. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks and I'm feeling the pain a bit actually. Today is purely going to be some mountain photography. It's a glorious day, blue skies absolutely, but with some nice misty low level clouds hanging over the fells, so we could be in for a good day. Come and join me. It seems a bit strange being on my own today as well. No, because I've been with John, Chris, the last couple of vlogs you've seen me. But it's nice to have some own time. You see, my job involves a lot of pressure, dealing with different types of behaviours, characteristics, driving performance. It's just nice just to escape every now and then and just feel the fresh air around you, wrapped around your own thoughts. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's get some of them fells. Okay, what you see there in front of me is Stuyberry Dodd, and that's not actually my destination today. My first destination is Raise, which just sweep around the bend, head south a bit. Not that I'm giving directions, but you might be interested. Anyway, mountain photography. Some tips here. Most important things. The most important thing is good footwear, clothing generally. You need to keep warm, you need to keep dry, because there's nothing worse than getting to destinations and feeling absolutely terrible, because if you're into photography it affects the creative mind, believe me. You must invest as much as you can afford in some boots, as I say, lots of layers, windproof, waterproof jackets, hat, gotta have a hat. Secondly, walking sticks, it's a must. It takes off so much strain off your knees and it just helps the walking. A good bag which stores obviously all your equipment and all your clothing, spare clothing. You need in there a map, you need a compass. Today I am using an app called View Ranger. If this fails, because the batteries may fail, because the higher you get the colder it gets, you need a compass, and you need to know how to read a compass. It's not that hard really. So yeah, those are my tips. Just be prepared, have a plan and exactly where you're going and be prepared. Okay, so mountain photography. Usually what I do in mountain photography is look for the light, where the shadows are being cast. And I'm looking at there now Stuyberry Dodd, there's some lovely shadows being cast. Regards to compositions, if there's a prominence in the peak, I usually put that to the third or on the third of the frame. But what attracts me to the image in the first place is the shadows and the light. Mainly telephoto is better for mountain photography. You're pretty limited to what foreground interest there is here. So a wide angle, still bring it, just in case, always do. I mean, I packed my 50mm wide angle 16-35 and my 70-200. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm going to grab a coffee, the most important thing as well, not the most, but one of the most important things, refreshments. Lots of liquid, need lots of liquid, including lots and lots of coffee. Right, okay, so I'm going to carry on now, so let's crack on. Listen, there's lots and lots of things you need regards to mountain photography. My main message is be safe, be safe. I mean, there's lots and lots of things I'm sure I haven't mentioned. You just got to be prepared. Finally got one, finally got a composition. Remember what I was saying before? I'll compose my shots. Looking for the light with some nice light casting itself on cat's eye cam. I mentioned this mountain twice now before, but it really is one of my favourite mountains, and it's got a prominent peak. So I've put the prominent peak on the upper right hand third, and yeah, it's looking really nice. Telephoto, 70-200. Wide angle, no, just won't work a wide angle. But yeah, I think it's 2,000th of a second, so I didn't really need to set it up on a tripod, to be honest. I could just hand hold, but I'm just doing it for the sake of speaking to you. But yeah, it's a nice first shot. I'm just going to hang around here, just see if that light improves a bit. But this is nice. Take a look at this one. Right, okay, the light is changing. It's forever changing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to free the camera from its shackles of the tripod. I'm going to go handheld, quick shutter speed. As I say, about 2,000th of a second here, 7.1 aperture, which is plenty for sharpness. So yeah, I'm now going to take some shots. Look at that, it's changed. I better hurry up. And then I'm going to have some coffee and enjoy my lunch. So I'll catch you after this. So I've made it to the top. Made it to the top of Rays, and the views are absolutely beautiful, he says, as the clouds have just walked in. But believe me, the light behind me, it's just hazy as well. I mean, the clouds just making pictures. So I better work quick here. I'm in two minds whether to move on to my next fell or intended fell, which is the Whiteside. It's 2:30, sun sets about 2 hours. We'll see what happens, but I'm just going to set up, see what I can find. The thing about mountain photography, you've got to work quick. And I think I've just found the shot of the day. There's a path, it's a natural leading line leading up to the top of the fell, but you see Glencoyne in the background, and I've purposely underexposed as well. Telephoto, 7.1 aperture. Yeah, shot of the day. I love this. I try and get my 50mm out, but it's too wide. It's just too wide for the scene. You just need telephoto at a place like this. I've also taken a shot of Skiddaw, again telephoto. Yeah, but I tell you what, it's absolutely gusting, so I'm going to have to get off. It's bitter cold. I'm not going to go off to the second fell now. I'm going to head my way back down. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Finally made myself down from the raise, 883 metres, so it's not exactly a small mountain. I've come across these grasses, several grasses. I've used a 50mm with a really high aperture, I think about aperture 2, but it's absolutely gusting. It's quite uncomfortable. The wind chill factor is really getting to my fingers, so I'm not going to stay here long. Yeah, so handheld shots. Let me know what you think about these. Do they work? Do they not? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll speak to you when I'm a bit further down. Yeah, see you later. That was hard work. I just had to get down from there. Another good tip in mountain photography, especially in the winter, is to just let go, just give up. If you feel that you're not going to have enough energy to get where you want to be, just turn around. Your health and your safety is priority. I've still got some decent shots actually, quite pleased with the shots I've come away with today, but I'm absolutely jiggered. I tell you what, you can tell it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've been hiking, and it's quite a high hike, quite a high mountain to hike is raised. 883 metres I say, so a bit of a tester. So yeah, making a bit. Anyway, that's it, that's another episode done. Hope you enjoyed it. As I say, quite pleased with the shots. Talk to me, let me know, do you like them? And if you do like, give me a like, of course, and subscribe, by all means subscribe. There's plenty more where that comes from. I'm loving it, I'm just loving it. So you take care of yourself, be happy, remember to smile, and bye bye for now. I'm going to head down.